Alright everyone, Sin here from The Last Counterforce. Super excited to receive the new Holosun 507CX2 with the ACSS reticle. I had ordered this off of Primary Arms and they had mentioned that it'd be on back order for about 6 weeks. It then happened to show up today, so shout out to them for super fast shipping. I'm really excited for this one, mainly as an alternative to an RMR. So I have a few handguns that require red dots. This one is a much more cost-effective option, and it comes with a couple of key features that I think are important for a red dot. So a couple of cool features that this has is it has a solar failsafe, it has that exclusive patent-pending ACSS Vulcan reticle, and it also has 2 reticle modes as long as the Shake Awake technology. Okay, let's open this bad boy to see what we have here in the package. So you can see as we're opening it, it comes in a nice case. You can see it has the standard wrenches and screws and Loctite and everything that comes with it. And you can see that it actually comes on its own pick rail, so if there was an application where you wanted to mount it not directly onto your pistol but on some type of Picatinny rail, that would be an option for you as well. Alright, let's talk about some of the cool features here. It has 3 operational modes, auto, manual, and lockout. It has 3 reticle options, either a 32 MOA circle and dot, a 2 MOA dot only, or a 32 MOA circle only. It has the Shake Awake motion on with last recall setting. It's parallax free with unlimited eye relief. It has drain holes down the sides of both the optics to allow for excess water to drain out in wet conditions. It's a CNC milled 7075 aluminum housing, and it has 10 daylight and 2 night vision compatible brightness settings. One of the cool things about this is the multi-reticle system. So the default reticle for this sight is a 10 MOA tall chevron inside of a 250 MOA circle. You can actually hold down the minus button for 3 seconds to switch between the 2 reticle options, such as the chevron in the circle or just the chevron by itself. The battery also has what they call their solar failsafe dual power system. It's meant to be used as a backup in case the CR1632 battery fails, but honestly the high quality battery that comes with this has over 50,000 hours on dot setting 6, so you probably won't be needing to change this out that often. Alright, let's talk about the sight operation. So power on, you just press and release either brightness button, the plus or the minus 2, so essentially turn on the sight. Power off is you can press the plus and minus buttons simultaneously to turn the power and the motion sensor off. So let's talk about the 3 different operation modes that this has: auto mode, manual mode, and lockout mode. In auto mode, this operates with the solar cell and the internal battery as a 2-way power supply. So based upon the ambient lighting level, the sight will actually switch between battery and solar cell power automatically. This accommodates operation in all lighting conditions, and auto mode is the default setting. What happens is the brightness of the reticle is automatically adjusted to match ambient lighting. The battery will compensate for power if the solar cell cannot drive the reticle alone, or if lighting is low enough, the sight will automatically switch to battery power. To switch to manual mode from auto mode, you would hold the plus sign down for about 3 seconds or until the reticle blinks. In this mode, you can do brightness adjustment. There are 12 reticle brightness setting levels in manual mode. Settings 1 and 2 are your night vision compatible modes, with setting 12 as being the brightest. And obviously, press plus or minus to increase or to decrease that brightness setting. In lockout mode, to get there from manual mode, you would hold down the plus button for about 3 seconds or until the LED blinks once. In lockout mode, momentary presses of the plus or minus button will not change the settings. As you can see here, I have the 507 on my custom Suarez International Gutter Snipe Glock 17. Shout out to them. It fits like a glove. It fits exactly how you would expect it to fit. The one thing that I really like about this, one is that the battery tray is on the right-hand side. The cool thing about this is that you don't have to take the optic off in order to change the battery. This is very important, at least for me, or especially if you're going to do Loctite screws, on some of your settings there. You don't want to have to take off the reticle to change the battery. Another thing that's neat here is you can see that it has this outer ring. Now, this helps with fast target acquisitions. So for those of you that use dots on your weapons, it can be a little hard to get used to, especially when it comes to finding your initial straight line. So with the iron sights, you can pull it straight up, and your iron sights will be lined directly with the front and back sight. But a lot of times with the red dot, you may be a little bit off. So what the circle does is the circle helps push you back into the right direction. So if you see any part of the circle, you know that you're off center a little bit, and it gives you a little indication of where the actual reticle is. So I really like the circle feature on this dot to help in those quick draw situations, whether in competition or tactical, being able to quickly bring that red dot in line with your eye. Here you can see the Glock 17 with the Holosun next to my Springfield Hellcat with a Swamp Thought Sentinel. They are different footprints for pistol red dots, but I just like to show them just as a comparison. And here you can see them side by side. I really like how the ACSS chevron looks compared to just a simple dot, and how that circle can really help guide you back to center if for some reason you draw and you're not drawing straight. Alright, so what do I think could be better with this? Well, honestly, I don't know, because I just got this in today and I wanted to get an initial review out there before I went and shot it, because I know this is a hot item that people are talking about on the forums. I'll provide an update after I've had a chance to shoot this a little bit. One issue that I did run into after I put the sight on the Glock was fitting it in a Safariland holster. So as you can see here, I have a Safariland holster that has a red dot cutout, but the gun does not lock in. Initially, I thought that this was a problem with the actual sight itself, so I did a measurement, and as you can see, from the front of the sight all the way to the back of the slide, it is 2 3/8 inches. So I did a little bit of digging around and talked to people and found that it's actually not the red dot itself, that those that have RMRs in their Glocks 2 may have to trim a little bit on the inside, just ever so slightly, of their Safariland holsters in order for it to lock. So initially I thought this was a problem with the Holosun itself, but those that have an RMR on their Glocks with Safariland holsters are having this issue as well. So if you have a Safariland holster with a red dot cutout, don't be alarmed if it doesn't fit right away. Overall, I am very excited to try this. The features that it comes with, the quick finding circle, and the clarity of the ACSS reticle are all very exciting, and I hope to provide you an update after I've shot a few thousand rounds through this. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to get the latest tactical gear reviews to your inbox, and head on over to www.lastcounterforce.com to join up and get the hottest badass gear and comfy apparel.